I'm always cold.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
When I was a kid growing up, my dad would say, "I'm going to get you gutters for your nose."
Oh, one.
Even now, I sweat on my way driving.
want to be
to the
sick.
Yeah.
I do not want to be sick.
No, not now. Too many people are out there.
Yeah. I have these two people sitting behind me. One's both of them are coughing. It's like, oh my God.
Whenever anybody was, when she was upstairs, whenever anybody would sneeze or cough, she had all the handy wipes that she was wiping everything down. She was good.
The internet guy did turn around and activate it because there's some kind of type of firewall on it.
Okay, what time do you have? I'm gonna
I
check.
have 7:30 now.
Okay. Okay, Paul, we're gonna start.
They're sociable.
Okay. I'd like to call our city council meeting to order and ask everyone to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Did they take all these things off?
I don't know.
Huh.
Mine's too.
That's missing, okay. The roll, please.
Belkey. Here. Belzak.
Here.
Kenny.
Here.
Marquez.
Here.
McIver. Here. Shower.
Here.
Seifert.
Here.
7 present.
We have a quorum. Let's move on to questions, comments, and announcements of a general nature. Anyone in the audience wanted to address the city council on any item? It doesn't have to be an item that's on the agenda this evening, something that you just wanted to ask the council about. Okay, then let's move on to the approval of the minutes of October 20th, 2014. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Marquez, seconded by Alderman Kenny. Any additions or deletions for the clerk? The roll, please.
Marquez.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
Shower.
Aye.
McIver. Aye. Belkey. Aye. 7 ayes.
The minutes have been approved. Receiving of communications. Do any of the aldermen have communications to share? Alderman Kenny.
A few, Madam Mayor. Good evening. Fred and Betty Wilson, 7200 block of Whittier, had a dead tree, dead ash tree in their backyard. The city has looked at it. Mr. Razutko and Allison Lane was inquiring over the weekend about brush pickup. That it seems that they never come to get it on time, and apparently we were a day behind. But I've been down the street today, and it's been picked up. Dan, is there any kind of cycle or is there any routine when they're doing brush pickup where they kind of rotate which neighborhoods get started first as opposed to, I mean, it probably probably shouldn't matter because as long as it gets picked up, I would think. But this sounds like it's been a repeat according to the resident.
Typically, it's the same route. You know, have we thought about mixing it up a little bit? The answer is yes, but what happens is it's basically like garbage day. Residents tend to know when you're going to be out there, and they tend to put it out at the last minute. So we try not to, you know, switch it all around.
Okay.
But yes, we were late, about a day late this time.
Because of the volume.
Correct.
Okay.
We didn't authorize the overtime for Saturday. We didn't feel it was justified, so we want to finish it up today.
Okay, and then the last I have is David Mueller, 7300 block of Exeter. It was a warranty with a front parkway tree, and I guess the vendor is, you know, dealing with that next week.
It's supposed to be. I'm waiting for a confirmation. The vendor for the warranty trees wasn't Saturday. They did replace a lot of the trees Saturday. They did not get to the one on Exner. We were waiting for a definitive answer as to why and when.
Okay.
So we're hopefully going to have that answer by tomorrow.
Okay.
Is this the replacement trees for the ash trees? Is that what you're referring to?
No, these are warranty trees from last year's tree planting program.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. That's all I have.
Any other receiving communications? I have a letter from the resident is, or excuse me, the person's in the audience today. Paul Schoenbeck sent a letter to Chief Brown and myself regarding the actions of one of our officers. He wasn't able to identify the officer, but he was very positive in his comments about the work done by this officer. It was she spotted a suspicious vehicle near Unicarrier on the North Frontage Road about 2 a.m. and did some investigation. Chief, did you ever find out which officer it was that
We're still looking into it.
is,
Yes,
who was
yes,
identified? But he was very complimentary, saying, we don't, and it's true, we don't always get positive comments, so this was very welcome. So I'd like to share that with the clerk. Also, I have a sad announcement, very sad to me, but our staff and the new owner of our Darien Point shopping center met with Ed Waddell of Jim's Meat this past Friday in an effort to finally get the plan he had for the new shop that he was going to move into. And Ed announced to all at the meeting that he has decided not to pursue moving into our new development. He is retiring. He is closing up the business. It's still open now for a few weeks, but he made the tough decision to close down operations. It's a tremendous loss, I think, to the city of Darien that he chose to do this. But I can understand exactly how he feels about making this decision. We were ready to step in to help him with the move, but he decided that he just didn't want to go through this process. So he is going to be open for another couple weeks. So I just wanted everyone in the city to know that it's with great sadness that we're going to see this business, a long-standing business in the city of Darien, leave us. With that said, I will move on to the mayor's report. And under the mayor's report, item A is a motion to approve the reappointment of members to the Citizen of the Year Committee. And those members are Barb Boyer, Bonnie Cusera, Carol Mallers, and Linda Zeman. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Marquez, seconded by Alderman Seifert. Any discussion? These individuals did serve last year, so we are thankful that they decided to do it again. The roll, please.
Marquez.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
McIver. Aye. Shower.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Belkey. Aye. 7 ayes.
We in the audience today we have Bonnie and Barb and Carol. Can you step up and be sworn in? I understand Linda is gosh, she jilted us tonight to go on a cruise, of all things.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Citizen of the Year Committee according to the best of my ability. Thank you. And we
Thank
have
you.
renewal cards here
Okay.
too.
I'll lend a pen.
No.
Oh, you don't have. You
No,
don't have to
'cause-
sign.
'cause
Okay.
you're reappointed.
Okay. You don't have to worry about signing the right card today. Ladies, thank you. Let us shake your hands, don't leave.
Yeah, you do a marvelous job. Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Thank you. Can't forget it's Bonnie. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, you're calling her sweetheart. Okay, her husband's in the audience there, Joe. Watch out.
Hi, Bonnie, how are you?
I'm getting some blowback on this, you know.
Yeah, I
you know?
noticed that's
Did
because
you
you
hear
don't
it?
have, yeah, that must be because you don't.
Here.
Why don't you take the tip from that one? We had it.
This is missing the line. I think it's causing, we have to get close to our microphones in order for the viewing audience to even hear us. But I was experiencing, without this cover on here, I was experiencing some, feedback on that. So, okay, with that said, item B under Mayor's report is a motion to approve the appointment of John Larada to the Planning and Zoning Commission to fill the vacancy of Don Hickok. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Belke, seconded by Alderman Shower. Discussion. The roll, please.
Belkey.
Aye.
Shower.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
McIver.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Marquez.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
7 ayes.
The motion has been approved. John, would you come forward to be sworn in? John happens to be one of our cameramen, too.
Just can't give that up.
No,
We need you
no,
to stay on
we
that.
can't lose you there.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, John Loretta,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Planning and Zoning Commission
of the Planning and Zoning Commission
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, but I do need you to sign because this is a new committee for you. Thank you. And we congratulate you. Okay, there you
Thanks, John. Thank you.
I told Johnny he's getting thrown into the fire with the Gardner development. Yes, I know you will.
Thanks a lot, John.
Congratulations, John. Good to see you again.
One other item I failed to mention when I was discussing Jim's Meat Market, I asked staff to ask Ed to come to our next city council meeting so we can honor him for the number of years he has been a business in the city of Darien. So hopefully at our next meeting, we'll have Ed with us. Let's move to the city clerk's report.
Just one item, Madam Mayor. Meet and greet with the mayor will be held on Monday, November the 17th at 6 p.m. in the City Hall Conference Room.
City administrator's report.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Department head information, questions?
Just one brief comment, Madam Mayor, and the viewing audience this evening. 75th Street, just want to give the
Hey, Dan, fix your mic a little, I'm sorry.
75th Street updates. Recently, the County of DuPage approved what's referred to as a accelerated schedule. That accelerated schedule basically boils down to that the federal government and DuPage County are picking up the overtime for additional hours to get the completion of 75th Street completed by Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day basically means that the surfacing will be completed by then. In conjunction with that, the concrete will be done. The traffic signals are on order currently in the landscaping. We're hoping that the landscaping will still be done this year. Again, once the snow starts flying, it gets very difficult to do any of the sod restoration and other work. But I just want to give the council and the residents an update regarding that.
Well, the landscaping wasn't planned to be done this year at all. It was planned for next year.
Just the sod is, they consider sod as the landscaping, but there's an enhanced landscaping plan that they're working on currently, which will include shrubbery, trees, and other various things.
Dan, you're talking about they're going to be putting the, I saw that they have the first layer on the streets, and they just took off the pavement on 75th Street, or Cass Avenue, as I was driving here today. But you're saying they're going to be putting the final lift on all sections
Correct.
before Thanksgiving?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe there's surface going on Plainfield Road tomorrow, the final cap on Plainfield Road, either tomorrow or by the end of the week for sure.
Great news.
That is good news.
That's all I have.
Okay, no, the reports, all right. The treasurer's report?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This evening, I'm requesting council's approval of warrant number 141512 in the amount of $933,776.15 from the listed funds, as well as payroll for the period ended October 30th in the amount of $235,329.11 for a total to be approved $1,169,105.26.
Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Belzak, seconded by Alderman Seifert. Discussion. The roll, please.
Belzak.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Belkey. Aye. Shower,
Aye.
Marquez,
Aye.
McIver.
Aye.
7 ayes.
The treasurer's report has been approved. Standing committee reports. Alderman Marquez.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Last Monday, the Municipal Services Committee approved the minutes of the September 22nd, 2014 meeting and submitted those to the clerk's office. And I'd like to announce that the next meeting of the Municipal Services Committee will be November 24th, 2014, here in the council chambers at 6:30.
Alderman Shower.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The minutes of the October 6, 2014 Admin Finance meeting have been signed and submitted to the clerk's office, and our next Admin Finance meeting will be held on Monday, December 1st, 2014 at 6 p.m. in our upstairs meeting room, pending agenda items.
It really can't be December already, can it?
We're
Oh,
getting
my
close,
gosh.
there you go.
Alderman McIver.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The next Police Committee meeting is scheduled for Monday, November 17th at 6 p.m. in the Police Training Room across the parking lot, pending agenda items.
Thank you. And Treasurer Corn.
Yes, and the third quarter meeting for the Police Pension Fund has been rescheduled. It's now going to be November 19th in the Police Training Room at 7 p.m.
Thank you. Let's move to questions, comments, agenda-related. Does anyone in the audience want to address the council on any of the items that are on the agenda this evening? Okay, let's move to old business, and there being no old business. Well, I didn't allow anybody on the council. Did anybody want to address any of the items on the agenda this evening? Alderman Belkey?
I guess I just wanted to fill in a little bit more information about this, this development for a tap on Frontage Road and the tap house. So what we talked about at the council meeting was a little bit about what the city's going to get. And, you know, in addition to property taxes and sales taxes, there's something called the growlers, which I wasn't familiar with, but it's a bottle apparently that you can bring to the tap city, and then they fill it up, and then, you know, you get taxed on that as well. So that's all good. And I thought that they presented a nice community, you know, kind of involvement where their main focus is to service the community and the surrounding businesses, and they weren't interested really as part of their main focus to allow people to bring in their own you know, liquor or anything.
Okay.
And they said there would be no video gaming.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, let's move to the consent agenda, and for the viewing audience, I would like to read the items on the agenda this evening. The first motion is to approve an ordinance authorizing the sale of personal property owned by the City of Darien, which includes fax machine, wireless routers, cables, chargers and cables, and miscellaneous items. The next item is a motion to approve the purchase of 20 police department replacement rifles and accessories from Ray O'Haron in the amount of $32,579. And the interesting thing about this purchase is this is being done with the seizure money that we have accumulated from seizures by our officer that is on the task force. Item C is a motion to approve the purchase and installation of a storage shelving system in the Police Department Evidence and Property Room from Ellis Systems Corporation in the amount of $26,436.31. The next item is a motion to approve the purchase of the Beast Evidence Management Porter Lee Corporation in the amount of $13,974.50 for an evidence tracking barcoding system for the Police Department Evidence Room. The next item is a motion to approve an ordinance amending Title 5A, Chapter 9, Section 5A-9-3-4, which is special uses, to add a brewing facility at 1000 North Frontage Road for Miskatonic Brewery. Item F is a motion to approve an ordinance approving a special use for the brewing facility, which is a variation to our zoning ordinance and a variation to the sign code for Miskatonic Brewing. Item G is a motion to approve an ordinance amending Title 3, Chapter 3, Section 3-3-7, classification of licenses and fees of our Darien City Code. Do I have a motion to approve all items? Alderman McIver, seconded by Alderman Belzak. The roll, please.
McIver.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Marquez.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belkey.
Aye.
Shower.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
7 ayes.
All the items have been approved. Under new business, item A is a motion to approve an ordinance amending section 6C-5-3 of the Darien City Code, which is the use of groundwater as a potable water supply prohibited. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Shower, seconded by Alderman Seifert. Discussion. The roll, please.
Shower.
Aye.
Seifert.
Aye.
McIver.
Aye.
Marquez.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Belkey.
Aye.
7 ayes.
The motion has been approved. Then item B is a motion to deny the variation petition to reduce the required corner side yard setback from 50 feet to 0 feet for a patio for outdoor dining at Mi Hacienda, 2605 75th Street. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Seifert, seconded by Alderman Kenny. Discussion. The roll, please.
Seifert.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belkey.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Marquez.
Aye.
McIver.
Aye.
Shower.
Aye.
7 ayes.
The motion has been approved. Let's move to questions, comments, and announcements of a general nature. Do any of the aldermen have, Alderman McIver?
Reminding everyone to vote tomorrow.
And you know what? What's most important about that, all of the phone calls will stop,
And commercials.
Well, for now.
and commercials. So that is the key to getting out to vote. Anyone in the audience wanted to address the council? Oh, I'm sorry, Alderman Kenny?
We have an announcement, Mayor. Brookhaven Shopping Center is going to be having Santa Claus 3 Saturdays in a row, December 6th, 13, and 20, along with Eisenhower Chorus going through the shopping center, doing Christmas carols between 10 o'clock and noon. And you and I have been invited to participate in those days. There'll be more information coming that we'll put it on Direct Connect and we'll put it on Channel 6.
Yes. I prefer not to talk about Christmas at this point,
Sure, I
but
can sing. Let's go. What do you want to hear?
anyone else on the council wanted to make any announcements? Then I'd like to offer it to the audience, if anyone in the audience wanted to speak to the council.
Just a question on what our...
Can you let us know who you are?
Certainly, sorry. Joe Weber, 7521 Main Street. What's our remediation plan then on the non-conforming structure that's already built?
We talked about that in our work session, Joe, and the way we left it now is the owner has the ability to come back and ask for another variation to reduce the patio to half of its size. If he chooses not to come forward and do that, then he has to remove the whole patio.
Would that be reducing it to half the size and can't use it for what he originally wanted?
He would have to go through the whole variation process to get it approved.
But the intent would be not to use it as a business.
Okay, as
As
we
landscaping.
discussed at the municipal planning committee, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dan, did we give him a time frame though to take it out?
A letter, pending with city council
Yes.
tonight. Obviously, it's been rejected, so a letter will be going out tomorrow, and he'll have 30 days to remove it and to restore it at this point.
Or come in with
Or-
a variation. Okay.
Right, correct.
Okay.
The only other question I had, I think is probably to you, Dan. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the fence that he put up, he actually lag bolted it into the sidewalk.
Correct.
I don't know what that does as far as compromising the concrete and the sidewalk.
Once those are removed, we'll take a closer look at it. Obviously, with no permits in place, there's no bond or anything on file, so obviously, we have the authority to take them to court if we need to, so we will
just-
address that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mainly
did
just wanted
see
to make
that.
sure you were aware of that, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Alderman McIver?
I guess I'm a little confused. Why does he have the ability to go back for half of the patio? I mean,
Well, I think it fulfills the setback. Is that
no,
my understanding?
no, it doesn't.
It's just something that
He's in,
we thought of as a compromise.
Well, at the first meeting, I think, that we discussed it, we left that door open for aesthetic purposes, not to use the patio. And at that time, we thought there was that the residents were open to that. And at the second meeting, certainly the residents were no longer open to that. The owner certainly did not express an opinion that he even had the desire to do that, which is why we decided just to go ahead and deny the entire variation.
Plus, we thought it was a bit ambiguous to have half a patio out there, not knowing in the future what owner might have that building and what they might use it for.
Right, but I guess my confusion is if, it sounded like, at least the way it was just described, is he has the option to come back and ask for half of a patio, and then.
He could be denied that as well.
Well, but what I'm saying is, are we're giving him that as like a second choice. I mean, that's kind of leading him down a path of, you can try this, but, basically his structure is in nonconformance, and, I guess I'm concerned about leading him down a path, well, if you want, you can come back and ask for half.
When we left him last week, we basically told him unequivocally that he had to remove the patio.
Okay, that's what I wanted to.
And we even asked him if he had any estimate on what it might cost him to have half a patio. He couldn't even answer that question. He didn't even know what the cost would be to remove the entire patio or to re-landscape. All he mentioned is grass doesn't grow well on that side of his building. That's what he said. So we made it very clear to him at the end of that meeting, and committee members tell me if I'm wrong, that he had to remove the entire patio.
Okay.
I don't even think there was support at the meeting for a half patio.
Correct, there was.
Pardon me, what did you say?
There wasn't even support for the half patio at the meeting, but because it was discussed at the initial meeting, we just said, well, we'll deny it, but certainly I didn't get the impression that anyone at that meeting would have voted for half
No,
patio.
and to be quite honest, I don't even have the perception that he's going to even come back at all.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there any other questions, comments from the audience? Okay, so then I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn. Alderman McIver, seconded by Alderman Belke. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, next time.
Did you get my last email?
First Monday in May, you can.
Turning the microphones off.